Smack here, and man, it was a complete and utter shit show. Of course it is. What else is fucking new? Um, but guys, in other news, we got we got the man. Cody Rhodes has officially signed a deal with World Wrestling Entertainment. After everything Cody has put us through within the past couple of weeks, Mike Johnson, a PW insider, broke the news earlier on today that Cody Rhodes officially inked a deal with with the entertainment side of things when it comes to professional wrestling. You guys can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes. Cody Rhodes is officially a part of WWE. Now, we will go over that story today, and we will go over everything that obviously happened tonight on Friday Night SmackDown as everything came on the air tonight. But Cody Rhodes is now going to be officially brought back in to WWE. And it looks like WWE, they dragged one of the founding fathers of AEW to their side of the product now, and Cody Rhodes is going to be here. Now, Cody Rhodes does not need WWE. We know this. But Cody Rhodes, like I said before, Cody Rhodes does not really need WWE. WWE needs Cody Rhodes, because let's face it, Cody's probably interesting thing going on in professional wrestling right now, other than Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor, and Cody Rhodes is going to be here, and it's going to be happening one way or another. SmackDown, on the other hand, tonight, if you only saw Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, that's all you really need to know about tonight. Everything else on the show was complete shit. Either rematch city or, honestly, just matches that just don't even need to be happening. And Charlotte and Ronda was probably one of, if not the worst segment of the entire night tonight, because this shit show is going to be completely terrible. And that match is going to completely flop at WrestleMania whenever that takes place. I think it's main event at night 1, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, this shit was terrible. Everything else sucked. But guys, you guys need to be on the other side of this intro. This is the only place you need to be on your Friday night. This is Outside the Brand. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is your SmackDown post show for March 18th, 2022. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. And guys, like I said earlier on, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. Cody Rhodes has officially inked a deal with World Wrestling Entertainment. The American Nightmare is going to be here on WWE TV, and like I said earlier, they drag one of the founding fathers of AEW to the other side. It's happening. It's here. Cody being in WWE was always going to be a possibility when he did not officially ink a deal with AEW on an extension. But also, knowing Cody Rhodes and just how he usually is, Nate, it could have been a work. It could have been. Yeah. Knowing how knowing how Cody Rhodes likes to, really rib us as a fan base. But it could have been a work. It obviously could have been a real thing. He could have been in Ring of Honor, considering we all know how much he has in Ring of Honor, how much stock he has in Ring of Honor, especially now with Tony Khan owning that promotion. Cody wanted creative control. At the end of the day, Cody wanted creative control, and we know that he's obviously not going to get that in WWE. He's not going to have any of that. It's all you-know-who and Vince McMahon. It's between Vince, Bruce, and John Laurinaitis, people power. But
people
power. It's between those three stooges. But Cody wanted creative control. And that's pretty much what ultimately got him to leave AEW. And and now he's going to be officially brought here to WWE. AEW, though, I'm going to say this right now, Nate. AEW doesn't need Cody. They don't.
That's true. Yeah, I can agree with that.
You know how I know that we don't need Cody Rhodes in AEW anymore?
How do you know, Phil?
Revolution.
That's
Look
true.
back at AEW Revolution and how good that show was.
Yeah.
And look how good AEW has been on their weekly television shows over the past couple of months, I'll even say. AEW doesn't really need Cody Rhodes all that much now.
Yeah, we just had a fantastic Dynamite show.
Exactly. I mean, we really don't need Cody Rhodes here in AEW anymore with everything going on. Cody Rhodes will be a great addition to the WWE roster. And Lord knows we need something great on this roster. We need something to keep us interested here on the entertainment side of things when it comes to professional wrestling. Like I say, he'll be a great addition to the roster. But with everything and everyone that Tony Khan was bringing in, Cody was not going to be the focal point of the roster like he wanted to be. Look who Tony Khan has brought in over the past couple of months. Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, to name a couple that legitimately just showed up, Keith Lee, and so many others. Cody was not going to be the focal point of this roster.
Right.
So Cody wanted creative control. That obviously got stripped away from not only him, but the entirety of the executive vice presidents of AEW. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, etc. Pretty much the elite guys. But once that creative control was stripped away from the EVPs, Cody did not like that. And we know Cody doesn't like that because and you know as well as I do, and pretty much everybody here in this chat knows that Cody has an ego, a massive ego. And with that comes a little bit of how would you say this? With a big ego, you just have that mentality of like, I can do no wrong.
True.
Right? So he has this big ego about him. And once he had that creative control taken away, Cody just did not like that. So Cody said in the statement when he left AEW, Tony Khan took the baton and he ran with it. If you know like the actual meaning behind those words, reading in between the lines, that was pretty much what he was saying right there in that statement. Cody Rhodes got taken away his ability to tell stories or to pretty much tell us his story through creative control. And Tony Khan took it and he ran with it because now he is the full control over creative in AEW. He took the creative control and he ran with it. And he just didn't like that, so he just left. He left AEW for it. Cody is all about storytelling, as we all know, and if he wants to tell stories somewhere else, like WWE, let him. Let him. Tony Khan can't do anything about it. There's no 90-day no-compete clause in AEW. There's nothing about that. So he's going to let him. And whether it works out for Cody or not, that's just remains to be seen. But I'm telling you right now, Nate,
Mhm.
Cody's getting paid handsomely here.
Oh
Cody's
man,
getting paid a boatload of money
yeah,
here.
yeah. We already know that. We already
Co-
know
co-
how that is.
we don't know the exact like. Sometimes we know like when it comes to like certain contracts. We know the actual figures of Nolan's contract, for example, because he's signed for the next 3 years, but he's making $3 million per year, and that was legitimately announced in the reports when Kevin Owens was resigning with the company. We don't know the exact amount of years and money wise that Cody Rhodes is going for, but trust me, guys, he's getting paid a boatload of money. Like, it's going to be insane if it ever comes out. I highly doubt it, considering it's Cody Rhodes, but he's going to get paid a boatload, especially with the way that they're going to try to debut him. And we do have the entire story from PW Insider and Mike Johnson from that, and we will get into that in just a little bit. But yeah, man, once you heard about this happening, Cody Rhodes officially signing with WWE, what were your just initial thoughts on it? I mean, did you kind of expect it at this point because of everything that was going on?
To be honest, I wasn't even like really thinking about it as much because like we kept hearing like, oh, Cody is going to sign with WWE. No, he might go back to AEW, and it's like a toss up. So I really wasn't even thinking about it as much until obviously we got it officially today that Cody is signed with WWE. So now the only thing that I can think is, wow, that's the only thing that I can think of right now. And I know Saul is probably pissed, but hey, it is what it is, man. Like you said, Phil, in the beginning, we need they definitely need Cody Rhodes because after SmackDown and we already know how bad Raw is. Like we need something else to try and shake up WWE
We just need
because
something interesting.
yeah, because like I said, I already told you before, the only match that I'm hyped for at WrestleMania is Edge and AJ Styles. That's it. I don't really care
Yeah,
about anything else. But if we can get
yeah,
Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, then that will be another match added to my interest list as far as
yeah.
WrestleMania.
For me, when it comes to WrestleMania, like I'm legitimately looking up the WrestleMania card right now because honestly, I forget what the hell is even on the show at this point now because they legitimately just don't care anymore at, at this point. WrestleMania 38, there it is, right here. Well, night one is you're gonna legitimately miss night one because night one right now is not looking all that great. Night two is where it's at because you got the unification match between Brock and Roman. As much as everybody hates that match, I will honestly be looking forward to that considering the actual stakes of it with everybody taking all the championships. Um, and then AJ Styles versus Edge. Like those are really the only two matches that I'm kind of interested in. Pat McAfee and Austin Theory are intriguing to me,
Yeah, I
mainly
like.
because of just how things have been going on.
Yeah, I was
Um,
about to say that the storyline between them is actually pretty good.
like it's intriguing to me, so I guess I can call that a third. But for really, like, if I had to have like a legit third match I'm going to be interested in, it's Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, as we all know, Seth Rollins does not really have a plan in motion right now. Cody Rhodes is at a crossroads towards WrestleMania. You guys can call me a geek in the comments. I don't care.
Phil.
But WWE has been leading down towards. It's in the freaking saying. He's on the road to WrestleMania. Okay, it's in the freaking saying. But I mean, hell, Corey Graves, he laid it down after Seth lost to Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins' dreams of going to WrestleMania have been dashed. Dashing Cody Rhodes' dream, American nightmare. He's been laying down these sayings to pretty much tease the Cody Rhodes coming on, and they're pretty much what doing AEW did when it came to CM Punk and Jeff Hardy. If you remember that name.
Yeah.
Because they dropped CM Punk hints, and Matt Hardy's been doing the Jeff Hardy stuff before Jeff finally came in. So WWE's been doing that with Cody Rhodes, and we are going to be getting Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. I mean, that's pretty much it at this point. And people are telling me, Phil, he has to debut this coming Monday. He has to debut this coming Monday now that he inked a deal with WWE. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to show up at all.
Yeah, I was about to say he really don't. I was about to say like they could have like an open challenge thing set up at WrestleMania where Seth Rollins comes out, hey, I'm in my gear. He's and I demand to have a match. Whoever is man enough to come out, come on out here. And then all of a sudden Cody Rhodes music hits and
exactly
big pop. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. Yeah, so
exactly, because the thing is, at the end of the day, you got to think of it like Cody Rhodes. Would you rather debut? Would you debut on a random ass episode of Monday Night Raw where it legitimately won't mean crap because you're obviously going to be the biggest thing that happened on that show considering how bad Raw is? But would you rather debut on a random ass episode of Raw or would you rather debut at WrestleMania? I mean, come on. Debut on Raw, or WrestleMania. Like, come on. Like, you got to think of it like Cody. Because Cody, like I said, has a massive ego. Cody's only going to debut on the biggest stage that is possible for him.
Yeah.
And that's WrestleMania. So he's going to debut at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is going to be in his ring gear saying, listen, the fact that I legitimately do not have a WrestleMania match is disgraceful to what I've been doing over the past year. I'm going to have a match, whether anybody likes it or not. I dragged this referee out here. Whoever is man enough to face me, get your ass out here right now. And then we'll hear Cody Rhodes' music.
Right.
Like, it'll happen. Whether that happens night 1 or night 2, it remains to be seen. I'd rather it happen on night 1, personally, because, listen, the night 1 matches, nothing on that night interests me at all.
What's the night 1 matches?
Charlotte and Ronda, that's obviously the main event. Rhea and Dominic Mysterio taking on Miz and Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And then Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Cody and Seth have to happen night 1.
Yeah.
Because night 2, you have the unification match, the Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag team titles. That match is pointless, but you have it.
Yeah.
Johnny versus Sammy, McAfee versus Austin, and then Edge versus Styles. It has to happen night 1.
So is the KO show going to be on night 1 or night 2?
We don't know. Not to be night to be determined. Jesus Christ. Says RK Bro versus the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles. Even that's not a WrestleMania match to me, bro. I'm sorry. That Raw Tag Team title match, that's not WrestleMania. That's Monday Night Raw. But that KO show will most likely, if you're just going by what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure the KO show will probably happen night one because
Yeah.
they need something because night one doesn't have anything. Night two is where it's at.
Yeah. I'm just happy that the Street Profits is finally getting a WrestleMania moment too. That's what's up.
Do you
So
think they win at WrestleMania?
I don't know. Maybe
I
it's
don't
like
think
a
we're
hard
done yet, though.
yeah, it's like a
I think we're
hard
getting added.
maybe.
I think we're adding people.
Yeah, it's like a real hard maybe because like I don't know, RK Bro just won the titles. So it's like maybe they're like transitional champions. They give it all to the Street Profits and set up something between Riddle and Randy finally because I'm not a RK Bro fan. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not a RK Bro fan. Like
It's getting stale. It is.
yeah, I like them separate. Like Randy as a freaking Viper, Riddle doing his thing. I like them as separate competitors, but yeah, I think I kind of agree with you, Phil, where they might be adding people. Like we seen what happened tonight with the freaking women's match. I'm like,
Yeah.
we haven't seen these two in months, and they just got added to the match. Like, what is this?
All of those women that are in that Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the titles, all of them are just random ass people put together. I'm sorry.
That's the whole women's roster right there on SmackDown.
Exactly. And two of them aren't even from SmackDown. One who's not a part of SmackDown, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. They're on Raw.
I about to say freaking Zelina and Carmella too. So
Oh, that's right. They were. See,
yeah.
that don't matter though because they're the champions and they can go wherever they want. Whatever. Those titles should be burned at the stake. Not legitimately, you know. I'll just bury the freaking titles. I'll help you dig the hole. I'll help you dig the hole. Let's just put the titles in the hole, in the grave where they belong. God, this WrestleMania is gonna suck. Revolution is gonna kick WrestleMania's ass, and it's not even close.
Man, I keep saying it. I was yeah.
It's not even close, dude. It's not even close. But we're not here to shit all over WrestleMania tonight, even though I'd love to just do a podcast on that. We're here to talk about Cody. He officially inked a deal with WWE. I have the story right here from PW Insider. Mike Johnson, a PW Insider, reported earlier on today at around, actually, as soon as SmackDown started at 8 o'clock. Actually, no. That's 1908. That's 7:08 in military time. See, there we go. Thank you so much, Dad, for teaching me that.
Good job, Phil. Good job.
Thank you so much for teaching me that, Dad. You know, got you. Cody Rhodes has signed with WWE. Multiple WWE sources have confirmed Rhodes inked his deal about 10 to 14 days ago. So it's pretty much been a thing for 2 weeks up until this point, and he was going to be here. It just came out now, though. The current plan, and Nate, you and I have this completely correct, is that Rhodes debuts WrestleMania weekend with the early word among those in the company being that Rhodes will be on the Raw brand. Okay, so he's going to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. It's pretty much official now. He'll debut WrestleMania weekend and he'll be going up against Rollins. We had it officially correct. There we go. But I wish I had more on that, guys, but that's legitimately the only words that Mike Johnson put on that report. He pretty much said that he was going to be at at WrestleMania, debuting WrestleMania weekend, and he'll be on Raw. So there we go. Okay. There we go. That's the Cody Rhodes news. But before we get into the actual Friday Night SmackDown portion of the review tonight, we gotta finish the intro. Follow us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhillyMatt_. Hit the subscribe button down below as we are on the road to 400 subscribers. For today's special review of Friday Night SmackDown, let us know that you like the stream by hitting that thumbs up button. Get it to 12 likes minimum on the stream tonight. And yeah, we love it. You know, if you're happy that Cody Rhodes is going to WWE, hit that like button. If you don't like he's going to WWE, please do not hit that thumbs down button. We do not like thumbs down here. Hit the thumbs up anyway.
Yeah.
Please.
Slap that thumbs up button, bro.
Please. I understand some of you guys might not like that Cody Rhodes is going to WWE, but please don't hit the thumbs down button because of that. Hit the thumbs up anyway. We love it.
Saw.
That is the soul too. We love you, buddy. We love you. But yeah, guys, Cody Rhodes is officially heading over there. Hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want any other past review that you guys may have missed here on the channel, Monday Night Raw review is on the homepage along with the AEW Dynamite homepage review right here on Outside the Brand. That's also on the homepage, where Thunder Rosa officially became the new AEW Women's World Champion inside that amazing steel cage match. I was here solo for that night, but I told you guys right from the jump that it was going to be an amazing show. It was going to be an amazing match. And man, Nate, was it ever. That match was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That match was great. I legitimately could not stop saying I could not have been more proud of Thunder Rosa. If you watched back that stream, dude, I probably at least said it 12 times. Like I said, I could not be more proud of Thunder Rosa at least 12 to 13 times. I was just so proud. I was like a proud father of Thunder Rosa that night. I was just so happy for her. Because if you missed that, please go check it out. It's all on the homepage of the channel. It's time for your favorite part of the intro, Nate. Go get the merch. Bonfire.com. The exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. We got t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got face masks. And for you coffee lovers out there, I know you guys like some coffee. You guys can get coffee mugs.
You can get OTB and coffee. OTB and coffee, baby.
Exactly. Or, considering that 316 day just happened, crack open a cold one on us and have a good time. Have a good time. This is... You guys can just go to bonfire.com, rep OTB wherever you may go. If you guys want to... If you guys want to, you know. Rep OTB when you're going to a wrestling show. You know the deal. Go to bonfire.com.
Man. Bro. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple scenarios now. Phil done did it. So now I gotta give y'all a couple scenarios. Bro, imagine you in your whip, bro. Imagine you in your whip. You driving, you feeling good. It's a sunny day. It's like 75 degrees. You're feeling good. You driving in your whip, man, and you got your fresh OTB shirt, and then somebody you stop at a red light, somebody look at your shirt like, yo, that's a dope shirt. Where you get that from? I got it from bonfire.com, OTB, Outside the Brand, you know, favorite podcast on YouTube. Or imagine you up in the mall, right? You walking, you going shopping, you know what I'm saying? You probably up in there trying to get some honeys or something. You know, something like that. Getting some food up in the food court, something. You walking around with your OTB shirt,
Guy.
sweatshirt, a 1C shirt, a Nate the Great shirt. You got your mug. I don't know why you got your mug, but you got your mug up in there. You trying to probably trying to get some free drinks, something like that. Something
That's
like
my
that.
guy.
Somebody see the OTB merch. Hey man, that's a nice shirt. Where you get that from? Bonfire.com. It's my favorite wrestling podcast, bro. Come on, man.
It's my guy right there. That's my guy. You guys can, like, in all seriousness, though, go to bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. You guys can go get anything you want that you'll want over there, and it's good quality stuff over there, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It may take a while to get there to you, but it will get there. It is.
Yeah. That's the one thing. I ain't gonna lie. I probably might get some OTB merch this weekend. So
yeah. It may take a while to get over there, but trust me, it is a good, reputable merch store. It is. It will get to you. It just takes some time because trust me, a lot of people use Bonfire. A lot of people use Bonfire because it's so easy to access and it's so easy to make a store over there. They got a lot of stuff to ship out. They got a lot of stuff to ship out because of how easy it is to make something over there. But it will get to you, trust me. But it is a great, reputable source for merchandise over there. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and merchandise. Okay. Enough showing the merch. Even though I love showing the merch. It's great. Merch. One final thing before we get into everything tonight. We just want to thank you guys. OTP supporters. We love you guys. You guys can continue to support us each and every time that we are live. And trust me, it's not overlooked. We know what you guys do over here on Outside the Brand. And we love that you keep doing it. We love that you guys come to us each and every single night when it comes to the weekly shows because you know that we're always going to just give you the truth. Each and every time. Whether that is a Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or AEW Dynamite, we will always give you the truth. And you guys come to us knowing that. And you guys come to us for your entertainment. And we love it. So thank you guys so much for that. And with that being said, I think it's time to get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's do it. Nate, I see we have a very special guest in our show tonight.
Oh man. Yeah.
We won't say the name, but we know who he is just by the name. But thank you guys so much for being here. Regardless, we love you. And let's get right into the Friday Night SmackDown post-show review on OTB.
Hey Phil, but before we start, according to that guy right there, get ready to start lying to America. Okay, I guess we're about to start lying to America. So let's get into it.
We lie every single time here. We don't tell you guys.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
We don't tell you guys the truth over here. What the hell are you talking about? OTB is not over. We don't get over with the crowd, right? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We love you.
Heels when we want.
we can honestly, but yeah. That's honestly really true. We can be heels at some points, but but if we're gonna tell you we don't like something, we're gonna tell you we don't like something.
100% honesty here.
Yes. Yes. We are the ones, so we are the ones. SmackDown tonight was set to feature a confrontation between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and man, did we ever. We got one. It was live in Charlotte, North Carolina, as Universal Champion Roman Reigns came out to the ring alongside Paul Heyman, his advocate, and no, not advocate, special counsel. Sorry. That Paul Heyman's the advocate of somebody else. Or used to be. He's a special counsel to Roman Reigns and, of course, the Usos. Reigns says that tonight is a special night on the road to WrestleMania. Heyman pulls out his phone and shows it to Reigns, informing everyone that due to travel issues, Brock Lesnar will not be here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Right then, I knew. I'm like, all right, some shit's about to go down. This is.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
wow.
Brock's not going to be here.
But, oh man, he's definitely going to show up.
Sure. So he said that he's not going to be here tonight on SmackDown. Roman then says that there is nobody out there who can stop him. And Heyman then tries to tell Roman something. Reigns angrily asks Heyman that he just needs to tell him already. Just tell me already. What the hell are you waiting for and what the hell are you tapping me for? Just tell me. Like, screw off. Heyman then informs Reigns that Lesnar's plane just landed and that he's on his way. Reigns then quickly leaves the ring, and Heyman's scared to freaking death at this point. He's like, listen. At the end of it, he's like, listen, I'm gonna go confront this man. You just wrap this shit up. He just chucks the mic at Heyman. He screams at the top of his lungs, and he runs to Roman like he's like a little child that's like about to get abducted. It's insane.
Hilarious, man.
It's insane how fast Heyman ran.
Roman, the Usos, and Heyman was like, "Yeah, I'm head out," and hopped out so quick. Roman's like, "I thought you said he wasn't here." I thought he wasn't here. I'm like, yo.
This shit was hilarious, and I was like, "Oh my god, this was great."
Yeah, man.
I told my live as soon as everything like that was happening. I'm like, okay, well, the rest of the show was going to be absolute shit, but the first 20 minutes of the show was complete gold.
Yep, and that's exactly how the show went.
And that's exactly what happened. Everything else is garbage. So his plane landed. Roman quickly left the ring, and Heyman was running towards him and the Usos because he was scared half to death, and they followed him to the back. Backstage, Reigns and the Usos are getting into their SUV as we cut to commercial, but before that, Brock Lesnar is driving a forklift directly into the car. It smashes both sets of windows, the front and the back seats windows. Yeah. I legitimately thought Brock legitimately committed murder on national television.
For real, I thought the same exact thing. I was like as soon as it went to commercial, I saw Roman's face, and Roman looked like he was like looking into the heavens. Like I paused and looked at it. I was like, Roman looked like, oh man. And then so here's the thing, Phil. Instead of running away from the car, Roman hops in the car.
The car.
Yeah, I'm like, you should have ran the other way. I'm like, then you wouldn't have got a forklift like near your face. Like he almost died.
Like everybody that was in that car almost died tonight, and I was like, what the hell is SmackDown doing right now? So Brock drives a forklift directly into the car with the bloodline inside it. Like Roman is like, what the fuck? And then he just immediately dives inside the car. Like, bro, get out of the car. Like, I don't understand that kind of logic, but man, that was too close.
Yeah.
Too close. We come back from commercial break, and we just see footage of Lesnar just nearly impaling the Usos and Roman Reigns with the forklift. He lifted the car up with said forklift, and he flipped it over. He flipped it over. Now, obviously, Roman and the Usos are obviously not inside the car. Otherwise, we could have obviously seen something bad happen.
I thought they teleported for a sec. I'm not even gonna cap. I thought they teleported for a sec because I didn't see them get out the car. So I'm like, yo, did he just flip the car with them inside? And then all of a sudden it just like teleported to them like get into a new truck.
Yeah, they were getting into a truck.
I'm like, what the I was like, what in the, I'm like, how did they get out?
So what they did, obviously, and this is just the magic of television, they did the spot with the forklift going through the windows. I'm telling you guys right now, though, if that went wrong, something serious could have fucking happened.
Yeah.
So they're lucky that actually went as smoothly as it did, if you can even call that as smooth as it did. They did the spot during commercial break. They got out of the car. They got to the spot in the parking lot to where the truck was during the commercial break and while they were showing the replay of it. And then as soon as we got out of that replay, we played it wasn't footage. SmackDown is live still. They went on and did the complete segment where they went into the truck and left. But that's just the magic of television. I mean, at the end of the day, something seriously could have happened and something bad could have happened. I'm just glad it went as smoothly as it did. Because it really could have ended badly.
Yeah, that could have went south real quick.
Yeah.
The fact that Brock was like right behind them too when they hopped into the new truck. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, is Brock right behind him? He hops out the forklift and then just chase him down and rip off the door. I'm like,
just okay. Knowing Brock Lesnar, I thought he was gonna dive in front of the truck as they were driving. I thought we were just gonna see Roman then just almost killing Lesnar. I'm like, oh, okay. So now this rivalry is just about who can first, I guess. I don't know. Like it was absolutely insane. The forklift flipped over the SUV, and finally we see them getting into a Toyota Tundra because that's what SmackDown was sponsored by tonight. And Lesnar was legitimately chasing the Tundra so much that he ripped the passenger door off its hinges. He throws the door to the ground in anger. Then he's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to pick up my door and I'm going to head to the ring. He picks up the door and he heads to the ring like a freaking savage. And Pat McAfee was probably one of the greatest parts in this segment too, because he was saying, and I quote, "This man is holding a door like a piece of luggage. This man is a madman." Pat McAfee is like one of the greatest commentators of all time, and it's not even close.
Oh man.
No, I'm obviously ribbing everybody. He's not one of the greatest commentators of all time, but he really is a good one because he just goes off the cuff. He's real, and he does not care.
And Pat made me laugh a lot tonight. He made me laugh a lot tonight.
Honestly, Pat McAfee, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar are the only reasons why I watched this shit show. Other than that, I would not be watching this. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. It's just a god-awful truth. After the footage is shown, Lesnar's music hits, and Lesnar comes to the ring carrying the car door that he ripped off. Lesnar holds the door up in the ring, and he says, "Listen, guys, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm a little riled up." I'm like, you don't say. You don't say you're riled up, huh? You just ripped the door off his hinges, you almost got ran over by a Toyota Tundra, and you legitimately almost impaled Roman and the Usos. I'd say you're a little bit riled up.
Man.
He's a little riled up, Nate. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, yeah.
So he says he's a little riled up. He says that in 2 weeks at WrestleMania, he will be coming for blood when it comes to Roman Reigns and the matchup against him. Lesnar kicks the door down and he's just stomping at it. He's mad at the door. He just continues to stomp on the door because that's the way that he can get his anger out without legitimately hurting human beings.
Yeah, I was just about to. I was literally just about to say that, Phil, because I was about to say we remember what happened last time. Brock Lesnar had a car door in his hand. He flipped that mug into the audience and hit somebody with it. So yeah,
Dude, I remember that shit. That
yeah,
was the authority angle, right? When it was like
yeah,
J&J's car that Seth gave him, and
yep,
Brock is like, screw this shit. He's ripping it off his hand. And he shuts it and it legitimately hits a crowd member.
it hit somebody in the crowd. I'm like, oh,
And that guy
like
legitimately
what?
got like, not saying that it wouldn't be a legitimate injury, but like he got like severely injured too from that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, if any of us got hit by a car door too, I feel like anybody would get severely injured. But you know what I mean? Like it happens. Um, yeah. So he just slams the door on the ground and he stomps on it. I'm like, yeah, Brock, stomp on it some more. Continue going. Let's go.
yeah. Show that door who's boss. Yeah,
Listen. Brock Lesnar could have a match with a door and make it interesting. I'm telling you right now, he can have a match with a door and make it interesting. Lesnar kicks the door down and he leaves the ring with the door lying in the middle of the ring. The door lost the match. Easily. Easily. The door lost the match.
yo, the door
Like I
lost.
said, he can have a match with a door and he can make it interesting.
Oh man.
We come back from commercial break because we needed a commercial break after that fest. And it's Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Lethal Lovers, Los Lotharios. That's exactly what they're calling them now. They're calling them the Lethal Lovers, Los Lotharios.
Los Lotharios.
Do a quick Google search and you'll find out what the Lethal Lovers are. We can't say it here. We can't say it here. Boogs is great. Nakamura, not so much. Nakamura, but ever since they turned him heel at WrestleMania, he's never been the same. And he's not even a heel now. He's a babyface, and he's just still not the same.
True.
And then I like the pairing of Humberto and Angel. I do. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to give these guys wins, what's the point? What did I call Humberto before this tag team pairing?
I don't even remember.
The walking L. Because that's all he did. And that's
man.
all he's doing now.
That's
He replaced the letter L in the alphabet, dude. That's how much he loses.
that's crazy too. Like he actually went away too and got like more shredded in the gym, and he came back and he's still losing.
He could be a great talent. And that, it's not a knock to him. He could be a great talent. Angel, he could be a great talent too. But they just don't care. And the only reason why they paired them up is because they're cousins and they're Latino. That's the only reason why they paired them up. It's because they're cousins. And that's not even a far-fetched shoot. It's not. Because it is the truth. They only paired them up because they're family.
Yeah. I actually liked Angel Garza before the pairing.
Yeah. I like Angel Garza. I like Humberto. As much as I call him the walking L, I like Humberto. See, okay, here's the thing. I said that we weren't going to actually name him, but I'm going to name him here because he legitimately got it right. H-I-J-K Humberto!
Oh, man.
M-N-O-P. There you go. You got it right that time. But exactly. H-I-J-K Humberto. He could be a lot more. He could be a lot more.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. The reason why I say he's the walking L is because he lost tonight. Shinsuke and Boogs win. As they are heading to, I believe they're heading to WrestleMania to fight for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
You think they're going to be added?
I thought last week when
Oh crap!
when
Yeah,
Boogs
yeah.
beat
I'm
Jay.
tripping. Okay. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
I think Boogs beat Jay and they were added to the title match or something.
Yeah. My bad. Like I said, I'm tripping. I didn't watch SmackDown.
I didn't watch SmackDown last Friday either. I just heard about the match. Yeah, it's official right here. I don't think we're going to add anybody to the SmackDown Tag Team title match, but I do believe we're going to add people to the Raw because they've been adding so many other people to places because everybody has to be at WrestleMania this year. So
yeah.
So we came back from commercial break after that match, and we're into another match now as Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders take on Happy Corbin, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky.
Shanky!
No, that's Omos!
bro, Shanky is the SmackDown Omos, bro. Put some respect on his name. Shanky is the SmackDown Omos, bro. Shanky!
You officially broke me, dude. You officially broke me.
That's right, Aiden. That's right, Aiden. Say it, bro. Shanky!
That does it for Outside the Brand episode 154, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You officially broke me, dude.
Oh man!
It don't matter if you call him Shanky or what, because he fucking lost. I believe he even took the pin. Jinder Mahal, Happy Corbin, and Shanky lost to Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders. Drew McIntyre hit Shanky with a Claymore and pinned him for the win. You officially broke me, dude. That's hilarious. Shanky versus Veer versus Omos at WrestleMania. Book it. Like that's the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Fuck having the greatest WrestleMania match of all time being Brock and Roman. That's the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
Nah. Fatal 4-way match. Omos, Shanky, Commander Aziz, and Veer.
Oh, easily 5-star match. Easily 5-star match,
exactly.
especially according to Dave Meltzer.
7-star match right there.
Exactly. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's happening. Somebody was saying in my live earlier on today, I don't know if it was anybody that, to be completely honest, I wish I remembered the name of this guy, but they said that Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders are a pretty good tag team right now. I wouldn't say they're a good tag team mainly because they just randomly got put together, but it's the Viking Raiders and Drew McIntyre. I mean, they're two good pairings. They're two good people. Oh, they're three people, but they're two good actual entities of each other. It's just this was an easy win for them.
Yeah, I was about to say it seemed like their characters fit well together. I guess that's how they would say.
Yeah.
As far as working together as a tag team, I don't know, but their characters fit well together.
I really did. The Viking Raiders even get in the match?
I don't even think so.
I don't think so.
No, they did. Crap. Which one was it? Ivar was the one that got into the match. I know Ivar for sure got into the match. I don't know if Eric did.
Because it says the match Eric. The match began with Shanky throwing Eric into the corner. Okay, so Eric was the one, I guess.
So Eric was.
So Ivar wasn't the one that got it. Regardless, Viking Raiders, McIntyre pick up the win. Pinning Shanky, of course, because he's the one that could legitimately take the pin heading into WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre can't pin Baron Corbin because Baron Corbin's undefeated. I don't know if you know that, Nate, but Baron Corbin's undefeated.
Well, hold on.
Ever since Baron Corbin won the lotto and became Happy Corbin, he's been undefeated.
Hold on, I gotta clean out my ears real quick. Hold on. What did you just say?
Ever since Baron Corbin became Happy Corbin, when he won the lotto, he's apparently been undefeated. I highly doubt that.
As much as I hate this man, Happy Corbin has been undefeated
since he won the lotto, yes, and became Happy Corbin.
Since he became Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up now. I'm curious.
That's what WWE is saying. I highly doubt it, honestly, because that's the only reason why this match is existing. You know that, right?
Yep. I'm going to the wrestling database right now. Hold on.
That's the only reason why this match is existing is because Happy Corbin is apparently undefeated ever since he became Happy Corbin, and Drew McIntyre is going to be the one to defeat him. That's the basis of this entire match.
That's wild.
I mean, you can look it up. It honestly,
yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I honestly highly doubt that because Corbin had to have lost at some point.
Let's see, will he be under 8?
I think they're talking about singles competition now. Because he obviously lost this match here. But I think they're talking singles competition. If it's singles competition, then I'll kind of agree with them on that. Because Corbin really hasn't lost, singles-wise.
Let's see. You can keep going, Phil. I'm just gonna check it out for myself.
So we'll see if that's legitimately true. If it is true, then we'll let you know. But that's pretty much what the basis of this WrestleMania match is going to be. And yes, Phenom, Drew McIntyre does deserve 100% better, 1,000% better, if anything. Up next, Sasha Banks and Naomi took on Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. It's pretty much Team Bad versus Team, get this, Liv for Brutality.
Whoa, hold on. Say that name again.
Live for Brutality.
Live for Brutality.
This company is fucking terrible. I love Liv Morgan and I love Rhea Ripley, but that shit. Get that off my TV, please.
Live for Brutality.
Live for Brutality. Like, in the words of Josh Nichols, headaches. You give me headaches.
All right.
They both lost. Because Natalya and Shayna Baszler came in and attacked all of them. And then the tag team champions got into the mix. And it was just a 8-woman brawl. Shayna and Natalya came to the back. They were happy about what they did. And then Sonya Deville came on out there and said, "You know what? I like what you did. You're added to the match at Mania."
Bro, do you know how heated I was sitting there, I'm like, oh snap, it's freaking Shayna Baszler and Natalya. I'm like, I haven't seen them in years. I'm like, where the heck have they been? And then all of a sudden, Sonya Deville, you know what? I like what you guys did out there. We're gonna add you. What?
I'm glad Shayna Baszler's in WrestleMania, but in this shit show,
Shayna Baszler,
she's going to lose.
Shayna Baszler went from fighting Becky Lynch at WrestleMania to having a freaking fatal 4-way tag team match at WrestleMania.
For worthless titles, nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
We're back from a commercial break. And Pat McAfee. Well, before all of this actually happened, we come back to ringside with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. And dude, Pat McAfee got sent to the principal's office at this point. Michael Cole got in his earpiece and he said, "Okay, all right, Pat, I'm being told right now that you're actually being summoned to Vince McMahon's office." Pat McAfee was summoned to Principal McMahon's office. He got called to the principal's office live on Friday Night SmackDown. Principal McMahon is here.
Principal McMahon.
He got called to the principal's office, dude. Right. Pat McAfee was like a troubled kid, and he got sent to the principal's office by teacher Cole. And he got sent to Principal McMahon. Like, we see Pat McAfee walking out of the office into the ring. McAfee says that when he was a young kid, he randomly saw professional wrestling on a no-name TV program known as the USA Network on a Monday night. I don't think you want to be calling a no-name USA Network, a no-name network like the USA Network on Fox, dude. They're already going at it when it comes to... Pat McAfee does what he wants, though, so I was okay with it. So he said he came on to a TV program, a no-name TV program on Monday nights known as the USA Network to watch Monday Night Raw. He found the thing that he thought he was put on this earth to do. McAfee then says that even though other careers got in the way, once he retired, Michael Cole called him and asked him, "Would you like to come work for the WWE?" McAfee then was interrupted by Austin Theory. He makes his way to the ring. McAfee tells Theory that he was advised to apologize to him or risk losing his WrestleMania match and his job. McAfee begins to apologize but keeps stopping mid-sentence. He says, "I'm sorry. I apologize." At this point, Austin Theory was pissed off, and he's like, "You got to apologize to me, otherwise you're not going to face me at WrestleMania. Like, it's legitimately happening. You're not going to face me at WrestleMania unless you apologize to me right now." McAfee says that he apologizes for beating his ass last week. Theory shoves him into the ropes, and he leaves the ring. He also says that he apologized that his parents raised a punk ass bitch. There you go, Pat. Good boy.
That's what I'm talking about, Pat.
Exactly. Good boy. Good boy. I like him. I like him. There's always a reason that I like Pat. So he shoves him and he exits the ring. He said, "I'm sorry," and he said that he apologized. It counts. Apparently. Apparently it counts. As long as he uttered the words apologize and sorry, apparently it counted. I don't know. You know how apologies work in WWE. Who wrote this shit? A 4-year-old? A 4-year-old wrote this shit. Saying, "I'm sorry. I apologize." But you always have to put the word bitch in there, because if you don't put the word bitch in there, it's not a WWE promo.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing. It's not as intense.
If you don't put the word bitch anywhere in the promo, it's not a promo.
And then it's also how you say it too. You got to put like
exactly.
You got to put some like
you gotta put some emphasis in there.
Yeah, you gotta put some bass into it, and he did it perfectly. So I'm like, I felt it. I was like, I jumped a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, Pat, talk your talk.
And if you also want to know why bitch also has to be put into every promo that you do, ask Sasha Banks.
I about to say, ask Nikki and Brie Bella, because they pretty much started
it.
They pretty much started it.
Pretty much, yeah.
They pretty much started it.
Especially with their rivalry together, bro. Oh my god. Remember their rivalry with each other?
And then also when I think either Nikki got fired or something like that, and Brie was fighting for Nikki's honor and slapped the mess out of Stephanie McMahon.
Yep.
Or it was Brian Danielson or something that happened within their family, and Brie Bella was fighting Stephanie McMahon.
They Nikki got fired, and it was Brie and Stephanie at that SummerSlam that year to get her job back. But you always have to put the word bitch in there. You gotta say it with some. You gotta say it with some in ya. Otherwise, it's not a promo.
Yep.
And
as a Jay Cargill.
No, that's very true. That bitch show too. So it has to happen. But then again, that's her gimmick.
Right.
That's her gimmick, though. So she has to say that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Kofi Kingston versus Ridge Holland was the actual main event of the show, and I say it's the main event because it's the final match of the show. Not a lot of people get that. I say it's the main event even though it's not the last segment. Yes, it was not the last segment, but that's the final match of the show. That's the main event match of the show. The fact that Kofi Kingston versus Ridge Holland is the main event match of the show, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, dude.
Don't do it, Phil. Calm down.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Calm down.
Kofi Kingston without everybody else, though, that's in the New Day.
Yeah.
dry as grass. I'm sorry. I love Kofi. But I don't know what it is. I think it's just me missing Xavier and Big E too much. It's making me say this.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for Kofi. That's pretty much what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Kofi too, man.
And it's not Kofi's fault. And I'm telling you guys right now, guys, it's not Ridge Holland's fault either. So stop that. Ridge Holland does not need to get fired. And I've heard that spread so much as of late.
Yeah, I heard that too. They was like, hey, he should stop doing that move. He should get fired. He should get suspended. Something like that. He should get a receipt. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, these accidents happen in professional wrestling all the time. Obviously we didn't know that was going to happen like that.
No.
So,
Ridge Holland has been doing ability suplexes even before he was even hired by WWE. Trust me, I know. I watched the guy. I've seen the guy before WWE. He's been doing that move since his career started. He does not need to get fired. But I'm telling you right now, if he does not stop dropping people like it's a bad habit for him, because it honestly has been a bad habit for him, he's gonna get Kofi hurt. He almost got Kofi hurt twice in this match. Did you see it?
I'm about to say probably point me to it, and I think I'll see if I remember it.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll point to this. That dive that Kofi did. Ridge didn't catch him.
Okay.
Ridge did not catch him. Kofi's neck legitimately almost at the edge of the table. But Ridge did take the brunt of that table because he legitimately nearly broke the table upon impact.
Pat McAfee had me dying. Oh my god!
Big ass just broke our table.
Yo, I was crying, man. I was crying.
That big ass just broke our table. Like, oh my, Pat, you're a freaking legend. I love you.
Man, I was crying, bro.
I don't know if it was a one-handed choke slam or a big power slam spot, but Kofi legitimately got dropped on his neck on that spot too.
Ooh.
There was something here. I'll read the final portions of this match. The ref catches on what was happening after Pete Dunne took care of Kofi Kingston when he was on the top rope. I'm not calling him by that name. You guys can go to another show if you want to.
The exact same thing. I'm like Pete Dunne.
You guys can go to another show if you want Pete Dunne's name to actually be called the actual name that they're calling him on Friday Night SmackDown now. You're not going to get it here. He's Pete Dunne. He's Pete Dunne. So once Pete Dunne took care of Kofi Kingston, the referee finally figured out what was going on, and he ejected both of them from ringside. Pete Dunne tries to run back into the ring. Sheamus holds him back. Pete Dunne, the paper boy over here, tries to run back into the ring because he forgot his bag of papers. And Sheamus is holding him back like he's a little kid. Off the distraction, Holland collapses and hits a Northern Grit. It was the Northern Grit slam that he hit. And I'm telling you right now, man, Kofi landed directly on his neck too. It was the final move that Ridge Holland did before pinning him for the win. He dropped him right on his head. I don't know if you completely saw that. You can probably go back to like a Twitter video, or heck, even maybe YouTube if they caught the ending of the match. But he almost got dropped directly on the top of his head.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember watching that, the last part of the match.
So there's that, and Ridge Holland got the win here. Now, what was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not, and Nate, this is going to be breaking news to you too. It was going to be Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Versus the New Day.
Yeah, I
Mania.
know that. I know that. I was so hurt, man. I was like, yo, we finally get, like, man, bro, we would have finally got all three members of the New Day back together again, and I've been wanting that for a minute.
Yeah.
And no, it's not about to happen now because freaking Big E is out with a broken neck.
Now Xavier Woods is actually able to come back. He apparently he's been cleared to come back. So maybe he'll come back over the next 2 SmackDowns that we have until WrestleMania, and then we can probably just have a tag match between Kofi and Xavier versus, let's say Ridge and Sheamus, maybe, because that's really the tag team here in this, because Pete just got brought up.
Yeah, from what I heard, he's been appearing at live shows. So
right, so maybe Xavier can come back in on a Friday Night SmackDown. We can have that tag match. That's not a WrestleMania worthy match. I'm sorry. You can even put down the WrestleMania pre-show, and it's still not a WrestleMania match. Again, I apologize, but it's the truth. If anybody is gonna tell, if anybody's gonna tell you guys the truth here, it'll be us. I just personally don't think that's a WrestleMania match. I don't.
Yeah. If it was like all three of them, then I'll be like, yeah, just because, you know, the freaking New Day, they're back together again for the first time in how long? I think it's like 2 years.
Yeah, it would still be probably pre-show worthy, but it would have been at least better if everybody was together.
Yeah.
But that's what happened here. Ridge got the win, and that was that. After the commercial break, we're back live with the women's champ. Yeah, this shit show too. Charlotte Flair was in the ring, and it was nauseating because before that I saw an Arby's commercial, and I was already pissed off. Because Arby's is terrible and should not be consumed.
Arby's is crazy. Ew. Like who eats that, bro? Why would you do
Nobody
that
should
to
eat
your
Arby's.
body?
Nobody should eat Arby's.
Why would you do that to your? That's the pig intestines, bro.
Nobody should eat Arby's.
Why would you do that?
I just talked to my dad a couple of days ago about this, and he's like, listen, if I'm ever on the go when I have to get into work, I stop at Arby's at times. My dad, that's what I'm talking about here. You don't just go to Arby's just for a quick bite on your way to work. Like that's just not it. You can't do that.
That's disgusting. I'd rather go to McDonald's. Okay,
you can't do that, bro. I'm telling you, right?
You can't do that. I hope your dad is okay still.
He is.
I hope he's okay.
He even said that it took him a couple of days in order to digest that shit, and I'm like, see, that's exactly it, bro. See? I told you.
Taco Bell and Arby's cannot be consumed, man. I keep telling y'all.
I tell him every single day, do not consume Arby's. Do not do it. And he did it on his way to work. I'm like, see, it took you a couple of days to digest it because it's bad for you. I don't know, but another bad for you and bad for me and bad for all of us is freaking Charlotte Flair. She was on our television screen, sadly, as the final portion of the night began.
Boo. Can I get some boos in the chat?
Please get some boos in the chat. Get some trash cans in the chat, please.
Get some overrated chants in the chat, bro.
Get some trash cans in the chat. Overrated, pretty much anything in the chat. That's pretty bad. Like the throwing up emoji too, please.
Boo.
Charlotte says that while she is in her hometown, she's always had a plan. Charlotte says that last week she showed Ronda Rousey why she is the most decorated woman in sports entertainment history. Notice how she didn't say in wrestling history or anything like that. It's sports entertainment. That's what we care about here, apparently.
Yep.
She said that last week that she. Oh wait, why? I just read that. My bad. Charlotte says that Rousey was seconds away from tapping out before WWE officials pulled Charlotte off Rousey. The fact that this feud is about who's going to tap out who first is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because apparently Charlotte's never tapped out before, Nate.
Yeah, that's cap. Major cap.
we know that's cap.
Yeah,
but that's just
cap.
what.
Yeah.
But that's just what this feud is apparently built on, because Charlotte has never tapped out.
Yeah.
It's
just like Batista saying, "I never quit before."
Exactly. Right. She says that Rousey does not have the passion to do what Charlotte has been doing in the ring for years. I said at that point when she was saying those statements, I'm like, see, she may not have the passion to do this, and honestly, you're kind of right about that, because she does not want to be here, but you don't have the fucking guts or balls to give somebody else a chance in this company. That's what I said on my live. You guys can even go back out and check that on the replay. Going back. Whenever there's a line that Charlotte is going to say that I can legitimately twist it around to pretty much trash her in the process, I'm going to do it.
No. Yeah.
So she says that Rousey. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I was gonna say that the fact that she got booed in her own hometown too is absolutely.
Somebody was saying that on my live, dude, and I'm like, yes, there you go.
I was like, yo, is she getting booed?
So she says she doesn't have the passion in order to do what Charlotte has done in the ring for years. Charlotte calls out Rousey to come to the ring tonight in Charlotte's hometown. Rousey just is walking angrily towards the ring. Who was it? Wasn't Charlie Caruso, because Charlie's not there anymore in WWE. Who was that? It was Kayla. It was Kayla. My bad. Kayla was trying to run with her because she was in heels, and nobody can run in heels. I'm sorry. I feel like nobody would be able to run in heels. I just feel like it would be physically impossible. Ladies, if you're in this chat, please elaborate on that. If somebody can run in heels, allow me to know. I don't know where that came from, but excuse me. She was trying to run towards her, saying, listen, at the end of the day, what if this is another trap by Charlotte Flair? Rousey didn't say anything. She continued walking on. And Rousey answered the challenge to make her way to the ring. Rousey avoids a kendo stick shot and goes for the armbar, but Charlotte rolls out of the ring. Outside the ring, before that, Rousey was getting off the apron, right, dude? Did you see this? Charlotte trips her off the ring apron, and Rousey landed in a freaking terrible, contortion of her body.
Nah, I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, dude, it looked terrible. She completely missed the apron on her way down from the bump, and she pretty much did a scorpion.
Ooh!
If you know what the scorpion is, if you just completely fail.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ridiculousness, because that's where I got that from.
I was just about to say, Rob Deerdeck, I want to meet you, bro.
But yeah, she completely did a scorpion, and she legitimately just was not in a good place. I was I was legitimately screaming at my television at this time. Please, Ronda, give her a receipt. Please. If anybody deserves a receipt, it's fucking Charlotte Flair from that. Because that was absolutely terrible. On the outside of the ring, she throws Charlotte into the ring post. Rousey then goes for the ankle lock, but Charlotte grabs a kendo stick from the timekeeper's area. Like, apparently, the timekeeper keeps a kendo stick and is apparently allowed to hit those wrestlers that come near there if the time is about to run out for their match. So he just has to beat them up real quick with a kendo stick.
You're getting too close. Back up.
Exactly, back up. Yeah. So he just beats him with a kendo stick real quick.
I got a kendo stick. Back up. I don't need a steel chair.
Either beats him with a kendo stick for getting too close, or if there's got to be a signal for the timekeeper to tell the wrestlers, right? So he just hits him on the back with a kendo stick one time. The fact that a kendo stick was just conveniently in the timekeeper's area, it's hilarious to me. So she uses the kendo stick to choke out Ronda Rousey on the outside of the ring. Charlotte then powerbomb Rousey already through the dismantled commentary table because of the big ass in Rich Holland. I'm gonna remember that forever. Thank you, Pat.
Oh, man. Oh my God, bro. So
I wonder if the big ass Rich Holland is gonna break the table next week. So she powerbombed through the announce table. And SmackDown goes off the air with the kendo stick pretty much being placed on the midsection of Rousey, and Charlotte raising one hand up in the air. And that's how the show fades to black. And now it's If You're SmackDown. Overall, pretty terrible show other than Roman and Brock.
Yeah.
Now we got like around 13 minutes before AEW Rampage is off the air. Listen, I'll tell you the matches for Rampage, and I'm telling you right now, it was honestly a very, very missable Rampage because there weren't that many. There were some okay matches in there, but it was just a very missable show for Rampage tonight. Here, let me go into my camera roll because I was supposed to do a Rampage preview for TikTok, but that was never going to happen. With
one of the matches, Keith Lee versus Ricky Starks.
Yeah, that one was probably the only match I was probably going to be interested in. Here, let me get to the actual. Okay, so we had Bear Country and Fuego del Sol versus the House of Black. I think we know who won that. I love Bear Country. Trust me, I love Bear Country. You guys know I'm a Bear Country mark. But it's against the House of Black. And Nate knows how much I'm a Bear Country mark. Nate knows how much I'm a Bear Country mark for. He knows I love Bear Country. But it's against the House of Black, so.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about Bear Country until Phil mentioned them. And I was like, oh, they remind me of freaking Heavy Machinery.
And guess, listen, Jonah. You know the wrestler Jonah now. Who the heck is who the heck was he in NXT? Bronson Reed?
Yeah, Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Yeah. I told you right from the jump, if Bronson Reed ever got signed to AEW, you freaking pair him up with Bear Country right now. Because they would fit perfectly. I mean, they do the freaking bear claw thing. They do it. Like, you go. Like, you do that now. But he's signed with Impact and New Japan. So obviously House of Black would win that. There's nothing about that. Darby Allin versus The Butcher. I mean, come on. Who wins that? Darby, 10 out of 10. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. That's honestly a 50-50 considering how much they've been trying to push Layla as of late. even though they really shouldn't be. And that's a straight shoot, and I don't care. They should not be pushing Layla Hirsch in the way that they're doing it right now. I hope to God that Red Velvet won, but I'm pretty sure Layla did, considering how they've been pushing her. And then it's Max Caster versus Keith Lee.
Oh yeah, Max Caster, the Acclaimed. Hello, right, bro. Come on, man.
I love you.
Oh my God, Loft is in the chat.
Yo, Loft.
My guy, what's up? He would show up at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
Typical Loft, you know what I'm saying? Typical Loft.
But hey, at the end of the day, Loft, if you didn't watch a single lick of SmackDown,
you didn't miss
you
anything.
don't have to, bro.
I was about to say, except for the first segment. The first segment was absolutely crazy.
the first segment you have to go out and watch, but everything else you can just completely miss because this show was complete crap. I was gonna say crap and trash at the same time, crash, but that's exactly what WWE 2K22 keeps doing on me, crashing. Freaking video game! I love you, but you know you gotta stop crashing on me. We love you too, Law. It was a complete crapshoot, though. Law. After the first 20 minutes of the show, you did see that that nut shit. It was insane, bro. Like,
oh wow.
Brock Lesnar legitimately stomping on the door in the middle of the ring because that's legitimately the only way he can get his anger out without hurting human beings was the greatest thing possible. First 20 minutes of the show, great. Everything else, I wish I slept through it. I wish I actually streamed 2K22 on Twitch. But I didn't, sadly. I wish I did, but I didn't. All right, guys. That's it. We're actually going to get out of here early, dude.
Yeah. I'm just chilling, watching March Madness right now. My Badgers is up by 4 with 4 minutes left, so I'm hoping that they hold it down and win the game.
They're just also a little over an hour and a half.
Yeah, they're also playing here in Milwaukee too, so they better win. It's a home game. It's pretty much a home game in the NCAA tournament, so they better win.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. UConn fucking lost by 7 last night, so there you go.
Sad
Every single time. You know, dude, I'm going to fucking rant on this because they're my freaking school. Every time we have a chance to show somebody that we're not fucking frauds, we go out there and we miss almost every single freaking free throw.
Yeah,
dude,
those free throws are killer.
I want to go back. I know I can go back into the ESPN app and look at them. At our free throw percentage. Of course, apparently the ESPN app on my phone just completely got deleted, and now I have to download it again. I don't know how that happens. Just like everything, my WWE 2K22 gets deleted when I'm at work. I don't know how that happens. Nobody touches my stuff for gaming. Nobody, because they don't know how to do it. So nobody touches it, but yet everything in my system gets deleted. How?
Nobody touches Phil's stuff. Otherwise, yeah, it just turns out bad.
Well, nobody touched it and it still got deleted, so I don't know what happened. All right, dude. Let's try to figure out.
Oh yeah, Phil, the Baron Corbin thing that we talked about earlier in the podcast. I actually looked it up. So, Happy Corbin debuted in August of last year. His first match was against Drew McIntyre on SmackDown. I didn't count the live events, obviously, and I didn't count the tag matches. So, from what I looked up, my
Is
little
he
research,
undefeated?
my little research, he technically lost to Drew McIntyre in the first match via disqualification. I don't know if you I don't know if you count that or not. But other than that,
Obviously, W isn't, but I would, yeah.
yeah. Other than that, he haven't lost in singles competition.
Okay, so
So
technically, they're not counting that disqualification loss.
yeah,
So they're saying that he's undefeated just based off of that. Okay.
yeah.
Um. Okay. All right. So technically they're right. Technically they're wrong. Um. But okay. Here's the thing. UConn lost 70-63.
Jesus.
Okay, by seven. By seven. It don't look that bad, right? And then and then you look at this. Okay. Where can you look at free throws? Is there anything for free throws? There's
They
field
should,
goals.
yeah, they should have a free throw percentage or like a free throw thing.
There's field goals. There's 3 points, rebounds.
Wait, you looking for the UConn game? I help you out. I got the March Madness app. So
Yeah. If there is anything for free throw percentage, please
I got
look
you.
that up. Well, here's the thing. For field goals, we were 22 of 53, 22 of 51. It's obviously not good. 43%. And then for 3-point loft, get this, because you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, everybody here is probably a basketball fanatic, but 7 for 23.
Hey Phil, y'all actually shot really good with free throws. Actually,
I heard otherwise from my sister. So what happened?
so with 3 pointers, is 7 from 23.
Yeah,
Field
that's what I have
goals,
here.
yeah, field goals is 22 and 51.
Yep.
Free
So I got here.
free throws is 12 out of 13. So y'all shot 92%.
I heard differently from my sister. So what happened there?
I don't know.
Who did the other team? How'd they do for that? Maybe it was that one.
Free throws, they shot 100%. They shot 13 to 13.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know what happened. Maybe she was talking about through the rest of the entire year. We've been terrible at free throws. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I don't know because here's the thing. One person went 1 for 4 when it comes to 3 points. 2 for 6, somebody else did. 2 for 7, somebody else did. 7 for 23 when it comes to 3 points. You gotta convert that shit, bro.
Man, those are Russell Westbrook numbers.
Like, I don't get it. Every single time UConn, like, we have a chance for UConn to at least be something, and we just fall flat on our faces every single time.
Ooh, Villanova and Ohio State next game. Hey, Loft, that game is about to be wild.
58-52 right now. 3 minutes 33 seconds left apparently.
That's the game that I'm watching right now, Phil. It's on a commercial. I can't wait. I need the Badgers to win. They're playing in freaking Wisconsin. It's a home game. Y'all better win this game. Bro, Marquette lost by 30 last night. We don't even recognize Marquette anymore. We cheer for Wisconsin. We cheer for the Badgers, okay? UW-Madison. We don't cheer for Marquette, Milwaukee. Nah, they're trash.
Dude,
they lost by 30.
the thing is about this UConn game, we were the 5 seed, bro. And we lost to the 12 seed. But apparently the 5 and 12 seed, we've always the 5 and 12 seed have always have upsets for like the past 5 to 6 years.
Yeah,
apparently, in like every March Madness that has happened over the past 6 years, the 12 seed has always been the 5th seed.
Yeah.
So it is.
Bro, I know everybody brackets was messed up when Kentucky lost last night. That's absolutely
Dude.
crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I woke up this morning and my dad told me, it was like, hey, you know that Kentucky lost? I'm like, what? I'm like, when did this happen? He was like, yeah, they lost in overtime. I'm like, that's absolutely crazy. I'm like, everybody bracket is messed up.
Indiana and St. Mary's. What happened? 82 to 53?
Oh, yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. That's your basketball portion of Outside the Brand. I just have to get through my rant of the Yukon always turning out to be frauds when we always have the chance not to be.
Bro, Marquette lost by 32. Christ. I didn't know what the score was. I just know that we lost by 32. And I just looked at the score. It was 95 to 63.
See, now Kansas versus Texas Southern, that I can honestly see because freaking Kansas is freaking unbeatable at this point. 83 to 56.
Yeah, Kansas is the number one seed for a reason.
Yeah. 83 to 56. I mean that makes sense. But I don't get it, bro. I just really don't get it. Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest though. I did not even make a bracket this year because I honestly have no idea what the hell I was gonna be doing.
Yeah,
So I did it.
I made a bracket for like a tournament at my job, and it's already busted. So it's already busted. With Kentucky loss and a couple other losses, I'm like, yep. I'm like, it's done for. Especially if Wisconsin lose tonight, they better not. Like I said, I swear, if Wisconsin lose, bro.
Like if I was ever gonna get into basketball, which I've been getting more into basketball. You guys have been helping me out, yeah. But
the Grizzlies, bro, the Grizzlies.
Listen, my Grizzlies, man, freaking Ja. I love my man Ja. Listen, I love my man Ja. But if I was ever gonna get back into basketball, which I have, it's obviously gonna be the pros. I like college hoops and everything, but it's the pros, bro. I can't mess with the pros. So I'd obviously just go back to them. But at the end of the day, sports are sports, and we have to hold ourselves over until football's back. So when's the draft? Did the draft have to get announced?
For football?
Yeah.
I know that they had the draft combine, but I didn't hear anything about the draft. I think usually it's in April anyway, so it'd probably be like maybe the end of April, maybe.
Why are you talking about the draft? Okay, Thursday, April. Oh yeah, end of April, the 28th. Ends on the 30th. Okay. I freaking love football. That's why. Listen, I love that Darius Smith signed with the Ravens verbally, and then he just backs out. Thank you, Nate. He'll probably go back to you. If you can pay him. I don't know if you can pay Darius Smith, can you? Or the Packers?
Man, I don't know. It's so much stuff going on with football this year. It's crazy.
Devontae Adams is a freaking Raider. Like, bro.
Everybody been coming at me on TikTok. Bro, what happened, bro? Y'all got Aaron Rodgers back, but Devontae Adams is going, oh yeah, it's over for you. I'm like, man, listen, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Nobody knew that was gonna happen, bro.
None of us knew that was gonna happen.
Oh,
like I kind of figured that it was gonna happen though, because I'm like, you pay Aaron Rodgers all that money, and you know you can't pay two players like a whole bunch of money. So I'm like, one of them got to go, and it was Devontae Adams. So yeah,
I'm not going to talk about the AFC North for long because I know Lop is upset. But
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you right now, the AFC North legitimately became the best division in all of football just by that move alone today.
Man,
It did.
it's
But
about to
you,
be
you,
tough.
you got Lamar, you got Deshaun, you got Burrow, and then you got Mitchell Trubisky. Notice how I said some enthusiasm with those first three, and then Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is the starting quarterback for the Steelers, and I freaking love it, bro.
Good Mitchell.
Just how bad Mitchell Trubisky is. I love it.
Yep.
The Steelers are going to be bad next year, and I can't wait. Plus, they got rid of Juju. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go be second rate to Tyreek Hill in Kansas City. I'll see you next year. Thank you, guys. We're going to get out of here now. I can talk about sports all I want, and I can talk about sports any day of the week, honestly, with these guys, and it's going to be great. But we got to get out of here now. Thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. If you guys enjoyed what we did tonight, make sure to hit that thumbs up as hard as you possibly can. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand, and it's merchandise.
Merch.
We love you guys.
Let's go. Oh, my bad. We just hit a 3. We're about 9 now.
Big 3. Let's go.
Yeah.
Big boy 3.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow or the next day. I will be doing something tomorrow. I don't know what it is. We could see an extra. If more Cody Rhodes and WWE news comes out, I'll obviously be bringing that to you guys. But there will be an extra some point this weekend just to hold you guys over until Monday Night Raw. And the rest of the week. Follow us on social media. Again, all the TikTok links are down in the description below. On Twitter and Instagram at @PhillyMatt_ if you guys want to follow me. On any of the other platforms other than TikTok. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll be seeing you guys soon. Have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, y'all be safe because it's been real crazy out here in these streets, no cap. Especially here in Milwaukee. I don't know how it is for y'all.
It's crazy here too.
Yeah, as far as driving, crazy people, everything like that. Y'all for real be safe.
I legitimately almost saw a 4-person accident today on the road heading home. And it was people on ATVs and motorcycles, and they almost ran into a cop car.
Man.
And guess what happened? The cop car kept driving, dude. The cop car kept driving the other way, and they were flipping the bird to the cop. How does the cop not do anything after that? I was so mad. The rest of the ride home. Yep. They almost ran into your car. They flip you off. They drive away, and you don't do anything about it.
Yep, that's usually how it goes. But then you're like, if that was me, I would have got pulled over.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
easily.
Because I'll be feeling the exact same way. Because I'll be looking at them like, okay, they're not going to do anything. I'm like, but if I was doing that, I would have got pulled over within the next couple seconds. But
they were flipping the bird left and right. They legitimately almost got. They almost hit the cop car because they were doing wheelies and stoppies and all this kind of shit. They were just fucking around on the streets, which I don't even think really. Well, motorcycles are legal on the streets, but I really don't think ATVs are unless you legitimately have like a license for that shit.
Yeah.
But like they legitimately almost ran into this big ass, and it was a chief officer police car too. It wasn't just a normal police car. It was like a fucking chief of police of Naugatuck. They almost ran into the guy, and the cop doesn't do anything about it. He doesn't turn around. He doesn't do anything and follow them down. He just continues driving the other way.
Crazy.
I don't get it. Now we gotta officially get out of here because I'm gonna get pissed off again.
But besides that, like I said, be safe. Like Law
Yes.
said, drink your water. You know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up. Go to church. Drink. Read some scriptures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. And also go download your boy on WWE 2K22, man. I got 2 characters. I got the Ref Nate character and I got the Nate the Great character. Both of them are beasts, bro. Go download them. Use them in your universe mode. Use them for play now. Destroy somebody and play now. I actually downloaded Wii Hooping on my WWE 2K22. I'm going to smack the mess out of Wii Hooping because I want to, because I hate Wii Hooping. Wii Hooping gets on my nerves. Phil knows how much Wii Hoopings get under my skin. Like, yeah.
He's
Man.
what makes Ravens fans that toxic.
Man, he gets under my skin. And I don't even know the dude. But like from what I be seeing off of Axel's page and what Phil be posting, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't stand this guy.
Yeah. You guys will be able to download me again once I recreate myself because
Let's go.
everything got deleted.
I'm trying to download everybody in OTB on my system, Phil. So I need you, I need Loft, I need Saw, I need 1C, Batch, everybody.
I would have had him on the communications already if my game didn't get deleted. But nah.
So we already got Megan in the game. She's Becky Lynch. So
yeah, I mean that's just easy. And Megan's gonna be coming after us again. But we love you, girl. We love you. Have a good night, guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys on one of the days during the weekend. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night, guys. Peace out. We the ones.
We the ones, baby. We the ones.
What the heck is this? Nah. Never mind. See you guys.